Jets fans, Alan Lazard didn't run. He didn't ask to leave. He faced the biggest challenge of his career, playing without Aaron Rodgers. Speculated in exchanges, discredited by the fans, Lazard restructured the contract, remained in New York, and now has a clear goal. Prove that you can be a leader and a dominant wide receiver, with or without shirt 8. And with Justin Fields taking over the attack, everything indicates that 2025 will be the year in which Lazard will show who he really is. But before we get into it, if you're a diehard Jets fan, make sure you're subscribed to Jetstream News. We're your go-to source for daily engaging content on all things. Help us reach our goal of 1,000 subscribers this offseason by hitting that subscribe button now. Welcome to the Jetstream News Channel, your New York Jets news channel. Here you will find fresh news, and to follow everything, don't forget to subscribe. Today, only 20.2% are subscribed to our channel. Help us by sharing so that the news reaches many more people. Let's go to today's news. Jets fans, a new era is underway in Florham Park, and at the center of it is a name that carries more than just experience: Alan Lazard. Used to working side by side with Aaron Rodgers, the veteran wide receiver now finds himself facing a new scenario, and perhaps the most challenging of his entire career. Rodgers is out, the leadership has changed, and with that, Lazard has the mission to prove that he can reinvent himself, lead and produce, even without the quarterback who helped shape his trajectory. During the beginning of the offseason, Lazard had his name circulating strongly behind the scenes of the league, with the Jets exploring possible exchanges to relieve space in the cap. But surprising many, he chose to restructure his contract and remain on the team, signaling more than a simple permanence. A real commitment to the new project led by Aaron Glenn, Tanner Engstrand, and with Justin Fields under the center. According to sources close to the board, Lazard demonstrated maturity, professionalism, and willingness to adapt to the new offensive system, which would have been decisive for his permanence in the cast. By giving up guarantees and renegotiating terms, he showed that he is more interested in proving his worth on the field than relying on his past with Rodgers. Since arriving at the Jets in 2023, Lazard has accumulated 60 receptions for 841 yards and 7 touchdowns. Solid numbers, especially considering the ups and downs that marked the Jets' attack in recent seasons. He was already seen as an experienced and reliable WR, especially in intermediate routes and safety plays on third descents. However, with Rodgers' absence and Fields' arrival, the challenge now is to prove his efficiency in a new system, with another style of quarterback, which requires mobility, fast reading, and improvisation. The game has changed, and Lazard needs to show that he can keep up with this pace. The dispute for space in the group of wide receivers will be intense. Garrett Wilson is the absolute WR1, already among the best in the NFL. But the fight for the second and third option is open. Lazard has the advantage of experience and chemistry built in the last 2 years, but now he faces competitors with hunger and talent. Josh Reynolds, former Lions, is known for his versatility and tactical intelligence. Tyler Johnson in search of redemption after irregular passages through the NFL. In other words, Lazard will have to stand out in training and preseason games, not only by name, but by consistent performance, especially with Fields in development. The new partnership with Justin Fields may be the decisive factor. Lazard has been proactive in training, seeking harmony with the newly arrived QB from Chicago. Behind the scenes, there are reports that the two are already working hard after training, repeating routes and red zone situations. Lazard is also collaborating with Tanner Engstrand, the Jets' new offensive coordinator, to understand the new movement-based system, play action, and fast passes, characteristics that align well with Lazard's physical and technical style, especially in crossed routes and short slants. Another important aspect is his presence as a veteran in a rejuvenated locker room. Without Rodgers, many eyes turn to figures like Lazard, who know the pressure of the NFL and can transmit discipline, work ethic, and focus to the youngest. If Lazard manages to adapt to the new offensive style and create chemistry with Fields, he can not only maintain his position in the cast, but have one of the best years of his career. Fields, in turn, needs reliable targets that can keep possession of the ball in critical situations, and Lazard has the history and technique to be exactly this type of player. The expectation is that he will be increasingly involved in offensive packages of 2 WRs, formations with motion, in addition to becoming an important target in red zone plays, areas where his span and box-out capacity can make a difference. Allen Lazard's story in 2025 will no longer be about Aaron Rodgers. It will be about resilience, adaptation, and leadership. Instead of running away from the challenge, he decided to face it head-on, and this can completely redefine his career. If successful, Lazard can establish himself as an essential piece in a team that dreams of breaking the 14-year drought without playoffs. If you fail, you can see your space being quickly taken by a new generation of hungry talents. But one thing is certain, Allen Lazard is ready to prove that he is much more than just Rodgers' trusted guy. He wants to be the Jets' trusted guy. If you believe that Allen Lazard can still shut up the critics in 2025, leave the like now. Comment below if you think he deserves to be the WR2 of the Jets this season. And of course, if you're new here, subscribe to the Jetstream news channel. Daily videos with everything about the Jets, from preseason to the playoffs. Come with us. Thanks for watching.